I put off on doing this video um, for reasons that I make my own. But you knew this video was coming. But of course, this video is about Capcom. Capcom has been screwing over the gamers for years on this DLC. Canceling of games. Mega Man. Not releasing games. Power Stone. Project Justice. What is my problem with Capcom? Well, it's simple. They don't care about the customers. Isn't it obvious? I'll try to stay as calm as I can in this video. But it is very hard seeing that so much rage boiling over. And I was once a fan of Capcom. Fan of the Street Fighter series. I still like the Street Fighter series. Once a fan of the Marvel series, Marvel vs. Capcom. Fan of Power Stone, fan of Mega Man. They've released some great games. But the problem is, they have pretty much got out of touch with the customers. What did they do? I want to say a month ago, there was many gaming websites did articles on saying that Capcom doesn't have much money left in the bank. I think around the time it was reported, it was 152 million. And you pretty much, I'm pretty much saying in my head, like, I'm not surprised. Look at the stuff they've done. Resident Evil 6, I mean, outside of one campaign, was a terrible game. They've been milked. How many iterations of Street Fighter 4 can you make? Marvel 3, they only came out with one. Street Fighter X Tekken, oh my god. That fucking game was a mess. The fact that they had 10, was it 10 characters? It don't matter. They had characters on the disc. Characters that were already on the game. Well, you had people that say, well, they so they can easily implement those characters. Why can't they just have those characters in the game from the start? They just force DLC down your throat. That's all. That's what they do. They're the company who pretty much has has a bad reputation for DLC practices on this content, canceling of games. What is it? 3 Mega Man games have been canceled. Mega Man Legends, which was a game I was looking forward to. They even, this even forced the creator of Mega Man to leave and actually make his own fucking game. That's pretty much the Mega Man game that he wanted to make. Mighty Number 9, anyone? And then you got all these other titles, Okami, I said Project Justice, Power Stone. None of these fucking games are getting remakes. And I'm just trying to figure out why. For instance, I have Dragon Dogma. They came out with Dark Arisen. And the shitty excuse they gave to where the reason that they were going to hike up. Well, not necessarily hike up, but it was supposed to be a disc version, and it was supposed to be DLC for $20. You know what they did? They, instead of making the DLC, they scrapped that DLC, and then gave the excuse saying, "Oh, DLC is not implemented. It's not within the code of the game, so we won't be able to implement it." What? How many games and they're the masters of fucking DLC. So why wouldn't they put DLC in that game? or the potential, the ability to have DLC. I call that complete garbage. Definitely damage control in that situation on why they were trying to squeeze an extra $20 out of you, and they did. No, I didn't pay $40 for it. I paid 20. I got it. I got it used. And like I said, I was gonna pay 20. I wasn't gonna pay $40 for, an expansion that was supposed to be $20, and pretty much the game I already had. Where was the other $20 coming from? It was an easy way to get another extra $20 out of the consumers. And of course, there was a big outcry for them. You had the people to defend. You always got the people to defend what Capcom does, And like, if that's what you want to do, then fine. You're the problem. They're gonna keep back with the DLC price. Even after this article, they said they're gonna keep doing it. Keep charging people, keep more DLC, taking away more content from the gamer. And I'm fucking sick of it. I don't know about you, but I am. I'm tired of on this DLC. I'm tired of them canceling games. Mega Man is dead. I mean, most of the fans of the series have pretty much, turned to Mighty Number 9 as the game that they want, to replace Mega Man, because Capcom not gonna do anything with Mega Man. Fucking Nintendo has done more with Mega Man, with putting them in Smash Bros. Than Capcom has done in years. Oh, wait, they did have Mega Man in the game. Street Fighter X Tekken. I'm gonna leave that one alone, because that Mega Man is a complete and utter fucking mockery. They used the original box art Mega Man, who had the pop belly and a gun. No, not his Mega Buster. A gun. What? This Mega Man was not even a character in the game. This version of Mega Man was never a character in the game. It was just a bad box art. It was an awful box art. And yet they used to troll the fans of Mega Man with that. They trolled the fans of Mega Man with that. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. They trolled him again. Zero gets Mega Man's suit. Instead of putting Mega Man in the game, which was the #1 voted character that, they let people vote of what characters people want to see in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Guess who was #1? Mega Man. Then it was Phoenix Wright. Guess what? Guess which one of those two were in the game? Phoenix Wright. So you're trying to tell me a guy that was voted more than a guy that's already in the game didn't get in the game? What? What's the point of voting? What's the point of voting? People say, well, they're trying to go in a new direction. Well, if you're not gonna pick Mega Man game, don't pick fucking Ryu in the game. I mean, both of them are legendary characters, and they pretty much just toss Mega Man aside. I'm like, fuck him. Why put him in the game? Why even make a game about him? I mean, at this point, they are the license holders of Mega Man. That's it. No games. When they do put him in the game, it's nothing but troll. No, moving on. What else did they mess up? DMC. Now, I have no problem, with the character, but it was such a huge outcry to get the older, from the previous titles, to get that Dante back. And when so many fans were outcrying for this, you know what they decided to do? They decided not to change anything. And then complain about the sales of the game. You don't listen to your customers. Those are the ones that buy your games. And a vast majority of the customers wanted something changed. Guess what? You didn't change it. People didn't buy it. Didn't sell the way you wanted it to. I mean, that's how it happens. One just came to mind. One just came to mind. Remember the Resident Evil 5? Oh, not even to talk about the Gold Edition. Jesus, what a fucking ripoff. I played the Gold Edition. I got it for free. I didn't ever buy it for the consoles. I didn't ever buy it. PlayStation Plus had something for free, and I got it then. But after playing whatever they did add to the game, which was, I think it was 2 like little side stories, both complete garbage. Both of them are complete garbage. I think one is a prequel to 5, where you're in the mansion. Then another one was when you first switched to Jill. They're both terrible. They're both terrible. And they charged you actually it was extra $40. It's the same thing to do with Dragon Dogma. You're kind of hitting a pattern here. I mean, and that wasn't put as DLC. You had to buy the $40 game to even get that extra stuff on it. Then, if you're talking about the original release of the game, they had a versus mode, which was already on the disc. Now, this is when they really started to do it, and it was a test. Now, I was telling friends that it was a test. They had the versus mode on the game. They told people, people had to find out that it was on the game. And people complain, but not as much as they should have. You got people saying it was just $5. That's the principle of the thing, that the game mode was already on the game. It was on the game since day one. All you were paying for is an unlock code for something that you already paid for. And that's always been my problem with the on disc thing. And so many companies are following what Capcom is doing. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that at first, but they definitely have become notorious for constantly doing it in just about every single game. I played Dragon Dogma, DLC from the beginning. But back to Resident Evil. I'm getting off topic. It was a test to see if people would actually pay for something that was already on the disc. And guess what? People did. I mean, it was a simple $5. Then they come back and do it later. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Jill and Shuma Garath, I believe, were already on the disc. Street Fighter X Tekken. All those characters are already on the disc. And then the Xbox version of the game did not even get 2 of the characters that they promised. So you're trying to tell me you paid for characters you got characters that's on the disc that you can't play with. And this is Mega Man and Pac-Man. You can't even play with those characters. Well, shit, if you're gonna give me a Troll Man, you might as well let me play with them. Not on Xbox. Now, the PlayStation version has, if you want to get that game, the PlayStation version probably the one version you want to get. Not only do you have those characters, you have the 2 cats, you have Cole. So that's 5. PlayStation version has 5 characters that you can't even play with on the Xbox version. 2 of them is Capcom's fault why you can't do it, and the other 3 are exclusive to PlayStation, of course. But that's one of the problems. How you gonna make me pay for something as a matter of fact, it's already on the disc. I shouldn't pay for it anyway. You're gonna make me pay for something that's already on the disc. Then I don't even get the characters that you promised. I don't see how anybody from Xbox even paid for that. I know I wouldn't have, and I didn't. I didn't even like the game anyway. I think the game was half-assed. It didn't know what it wanted to be, a mix between Street Fighter, a mix between Tekken. It didn't know what the hell it wanted to be, and it did a shitty job of enticing any of the fans of either. So, more so the Street Fighter fans are more likely inclined to play it. But it was an example of how far they've gone with this on disc DLC, or just the pathetic DLC practices and remakes. But this video is becoming too long. Let me know what you think about Capcom. I think they fucking suck. You know, I'm not as mad as I should be because, you know, I'm pretty tired. It's pretty late. But I'm gonna stay calm and cool and without having to rage. I'm gonna let you know. I pretty much let you know what I thought about Capcom. I think they suck. You know, call it whatever you want. Crapcom, Trollcom, any other name you could think of. But what they've done with Mega Man, what they've done with the remakes, what they've done with all the titles that they're not releasing, the titles they keep releasing on this DLC, DLC that, you know, Azura's Wrath DLC. You have to get DLC to finish a fucking game. Like, they don't even give you the full game. Who hides the DLC, the ending for someone? Who hides the ending from someone? Go check out Azura's Wrath. You have to buy DLC to finish that game. For one, the game is $60, which is $60, $50, $60. When it originally released, you can get cheap now. When it originally released, it was $50, $60. The game wasn't even worth. It's not that long of a game. It's not even worth that much. And the fact that you can't even give me my full game when the game is not really worth 50 or 60, doesn't have a 50 or $60 value. You probably play it once or twice. The game is short. You don't even give me the ending. Now, if you want to add that Ryu Akuma stuff, fine. You know, you can add that to the game. But when you say you get to the end, to be continued, I don't even get a fucking ending. I have to go to the marketplace to buy DLC to finish a game I just paid $60 for. That is the incumbents of what Capcom has become. As I said, comment down below what you think of Capcom. Hit that thumbs up. Thanks for watching my fucking video.